Hello and welcome to the Pittsburgh Real Estate Show. I'm your host, Alex Giannetti. Today we're going to be talking about pricing strategies for homeowners. Today I'm going to talk to you about pricing strategies. This is an interesting topic because there's different ways to look at it. What determines a good price for a home, and who decides if they're being ripped off or lowballed, or even if the price is fair? Usually after determining the county, the school district, the neighborhood, and the condition of the home that she wants to purchase, Mrs. Buyer at the end of the day just wants the lowest price. A well-informed buyer, typically a serious buyer, has seen several homes that often meet her criteria, and she knows a good deal when she sees it, oftentimes before even her realtor does. So a seller is coming from the opposite end. A seller wants top dollar for their home. The majority of homeowners believe that their home is worth more than it actually is. Mr. Seller is usually not educated on the market and almost will never visit other homes in the community for sale to determine his own market value. So we have a buyer and a seller coming from two completely different worlds that hope to come together to make a transaction. Let's say that Mr. Seller meets with a realtor, and the realtor informs him that his home is worth $250,000. The realtor comes to this determination by looking at comparable sales on the market and similar homes in the area that have recently sold. These are called comps. Before the seller can decide on the selling price, he's automatically thinking about a couple things. First thing that pops into his head is how much he actually paid for his home. He's also thinking about his loan balance, and he's thinking about how much he's going to have left at the end of the transaction. What he fails to realize is that none of those things has anything to do with the current value of his home. His home is worth what it's worth, period. So, typically, Mr. Seller tells the realtor, I want to list my home at $265,000 and let's see what happens. So, purposely overpricing his home. Let me tell you what's going to happen. The house is going to sit on the market, and hundreds of buyers who are working with realtors that have emails sent to them automatically when a new home comes up on the market will look at his home and look at it for about half a second because they're going to realize immediately it's overpriced. Remember, buyers have been doing research. They know a good deal when they see it, and they know when something smells funny. And this house smells funny. It's overpriced. Weeks and weeks go by, and eventually Mr. Seller gets the hint and starts dropping his price. However, by this time, realtors and buyers have already written his property off. Here's a thought. What if Mr. Seller listed his home for $248,500? First, see, the strange price will draw attention. Second, the well-educated buyer sees that this house is on the lower side of the average and tells the realtor to set up a showing. The strategy will get more people in the door, usually in the first 2 to 3 weeks of that listing, and that's the sweet spot. That's when you need people to be coming in the door. The likely scenario here is you end up with more than one offer on the property. At that point, the selling agent can ask the buyers and go back to them and say, I need your best and highest offer. And this will create a bidding war. I hope you found this information useful today. At the end of the day, what I want you to understand is that realtors love to take listings. They love to see signs in the yard. But you as a homeowner have to understand when you see a realtor sign in the yard and the home is not being sold, that agent is telling you that they can't sell a home. So make sure that you work with a realtor who's going to price your home appropriately. I will not take an overpriced listing. That's how I operate. My name is Alex Giannetti, and I keep the American dream from becoming a nightmare. Thank you for watching the Pittsburgh Real Estate Show, and have a great day.